Did you have chicken pox?
I did have chicken pox.
Same here. I don't feel like kids have chicken pox anymore because there was like a vaccine for it, right?
I'm not sure.
Pretty sure.
Yeah.
I know I never caught it.
So many people have chicken pox scars though too. Have you ever seen that, like on people's faces?
Is it a scar from the shot?
No, it's just that they itch. They itch their chicken pox
their
so much. I feel like I see that kind of often on people's faces, but like obviously it don't make them insecure, being like, "What's that?"
My friend Ella, she has this like scab from a shot.
Where was she born?
Out of the country.
Brazil. But it's is it an immunization shot?
Yeah.
How can a shot like that give you a fucking
It's that
mark
ring.
like that?
It's a bunch of needles in a circle like this.
Oh, I didn't know the shape of it. Okay,
It's
so
like one punch.
Got it.
Yeah, a lot of kids I knew like growing up who would come from like a foreign country had that like scar from.
Why
like,
were the shots set up like that? Like, why did they have to be like leave marks?
It was probably just to get it done quick.
It was a different country.
It was.
I think it was just like a bunch of shots in one, and they just like instead of being like, here's one, here's another.
But poor thing, you left them a fucking nasty.
It's like
scab.
one of those pens that has multiple colors going around.
Yeah,
They just pushed it all at once.
I pushed it all at once. Didn't you feel like if you push them all together, like the world will blow up?
Oh yeah, the smallpox vaccine.
Yeah,
that
she has that. She has that. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, why would they leave out a scar like that? It was usually my friends from like another country.
Is it a bunch of needles? Is that what it is? Because it looks like it's.
Did you just make that up?
Because it looks like it's a bunch of.
Why does the scars like the smallpox vaccine scar form?
Amber alert. Silver alert. Missing endangered elderly. Oh, I always want to go out and just find it.
Wait, missing. Say that again.
Elderly person.
I didn't
missing.
get it yet.
Did you hear about the mom who is suing Apple right now?
For what?
For what?
For an Amber alert that her kid was listening.
Wait, pause. We gotta shut that off. Okay, go.
Her kid was listening with like the AirPods in at like just like listening to like a music video or something, and it blasted the Amber Alert sound at like full volume, and it punctured like the eardrum or something like that.
What?
There's no setting to like not blast that sound.
Okay, 12-year-old boy.
Oh, 12. Oh, that's pretty old.
What was he listening to?
Has anybody ever gone to Amber Alert with the headphones in their ears?
I haven't.
I've never, no.
No.
All right, well, that happened in 2020. There must have been a verdict now.
Apple is
Yeah.
accused of.
I think they sued for like $75,000 or something like that.
Oh my goodness.
Nothing's worse than the McDonald's coffee lady. I will
Yeah.
never forget that.
The hot coffee? Yeah,
Yeah.
that one is crazy.
How much money she get?
It was like millions.
Way too
Wait,
much.
what happened?
I did a project on that in school when we had to pick a lawsuit. That was what I picked.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It was the coffee didn't say like caution, like hot or may burn or something like that. And it was just like she spilled hot coffee on herself.
She had it in between her legs in the car and it spilled and she got 3rd-degree burns on her legs. And she sued McDonald's.
It made a couple mil.
I'm pretty sure it was. I think it was at least $1 million.
That like
We should send her some Cremota coffee.
It was. it's the equivalent of $5 million in 2021. So back then it was 2.7 million.
How bad? I bet the burns were pretty bad though.
They were bad.
Do you think that I might sound like an asshole? You know that the coffee's hot.
You feel it
And
if
you
it's
put
in
it-
between your legs.
You know, it's not like
She was
a
old.
sweet old lady, and this looks like it was in the 80s. This looks old school. This is like early 80s.
She's older. She's fragile. It's gonna.
As she
it
should.
also like shouldn't be as hot as it was. Like yes, coffee should be hot, but it was like it. I think they
Boiling.
tested it. Yeah, it was like
Got it. Okay.
Coffee should never be that hot.
So she got the money because that coffee should have never been that hot.
My uncle, one time when we were kids, we were having like a big water balloon fight, and then at one point we ran out of water balloons, and we were like just filling up cups of water and just going up and throwing it on one another. And my cousin Nick, he was probably like 6 years old at the time. He decided to go up to like the water machine and make it super hot. And he goes outside and he has it.
Bro,
And
that's hot.
He's in front of like my Uncle Ronnie, and my Uncle Ronnie's smoking a cigarette. But the hot cup is steaming, and he's like, "Oh yeah, well this is really hot." And my Uncle Ronnie goes, "Oh yeah, it's really hot, huh?" And he goes, and he hits it onto my cousin, and it's hot water all on his chest. Like, my cousin was an idiot. He was 6 years old and was just trying to be funny with hot water, but he had it go all on his chest, and it just burnt him, dude. It was
Oh man.
crazy.
Did he get scars from it?
No scars, thankfully not. But he was like, in like pretty serious condition for like the rest of the trip.
It's crazy how hot that water gets
Yeah.
from those coolers. It's fucking insane.
Yeah.
Do you have like an irrational fear of like acid attacks? I think about it all the time.
Like someone coming up to you and throwing a bunch of acid in
Yeah.
your face.
Never.
Never know.
I always like my family always has like shows like that on where it shows like attacks and stuff like that. I grew up on IDTV, so in my head this stuff happens all the time. But there's been so many people that are just like in a parking lot or whatever it is, and somebody just runs up with like a cup of acid,
Gotcha.
and it's awful. And I just think about
Where do you even buy that shit?
Yeah,
I don't know.
You can whip it up at home. Acid?
Yeah, you can whip that shit up at home.
I don't know the recipe.
I don't
but
know the recipe, but I'm just saying.
Baby, that's all you need is a hot tea, and cocoa powder. Put it in the cup.
I
just simple.
have a weird fear of like a snake sneaking into like my house and it's just in my closet.
You guys
Oh,
are
Like
I
a
get scared
dark-
it's in my toilet.
Like dark rooms or
Go
something. Like
up
I
your
walk
butt?
in a bathroom, like I'm worried like a snake has like somehow found its way and is burrowed in just a weird place. Like I don't know, some freak accident where a door was left open and it made its way all the way.
It's happened before. Snakes would get into vents all the time.
Yeah.
when
You
we get
just
into
open up a
office.
drawer, just done. Like,
done.
done. That's it. Like
What?
What? I don't like that. Freaks me out.
Yeah, I don't get how people have like snakes in their house, just in their like fucking tank.
the feeling of having a snake in like a glass enclosure and then just like going there one morning and it's not in the tank anymore. I would freak.
You literally have to close up shop.
Imagine going to feed it and it's just not in there.
That happened to my buddies in college. I went down to San Marcos. They were going to Texas State. We all hang out. We smoke a blunt. We're all chilling. And then we're like playing video games. And I go over to their snake cage thing. And I go, "Where's your snake?" And they go, "Oh, yeah, about that. I don't know. We like left it out like a week ago and we haven't been able to find it." And I go, "What the fuck? I'm staying here tonight, dude." And they're like, "It's fine. We think it like got out." And I had to sleep on the fucking couch.
Absolutely
High as
not.
hell. Like,
Dude, fuck that.
With the
No
snake
way.
somewhere. Somewhere in the house.
How big was it? Or what snake was it?
Like a boa constrictor.
Oh!
But not like, probably like as long as this table.
I don't get it.
I hated what because I had a friend who had like a big snake like that, and I hated that they had to feed him like
Live
those
rats?
cute little mice. They're cutest mice, and like you're just seeing the mice being bought, and you knew that this mice was about to get fucking swallowed whole by a snake.
My friend had one, and we had to like put it in its mom's bathtub, and then we would drop the mice, and it was just this hell inferno thing, and we'd sit there and just wait for this little mouse to die.
This truly evil that like we would sit there.
And why wouldn't you just like drop it and then like walk away? Something in us wants to watch it. You know what I mean? You like sit there until it does it, and you're like, "Oh no."
That's
you
where
don't
the
just
de-
like
that's
throw
where
it
the
in
devil
and then
starts.
I think that's part of the
And the
charm
devil
why,
laughs.
why people who buy snakes is they just like
Watch
that.
death.
They love that shit.
You know what? That makes sense. Sick.
Yeah.
Sick world. It's a sick world we live in. Some sick people.
Did you ever like the movie Sleepover?
Love. I watched it recently.
Star-studded
It's
cast.
so good. I have the same
Steve
birthday as
Carell
Alexa
is the
Vega.
Steve Carell is the neighborhood cop.
Yep.
You have now Oscar-winning Brie Larson, who plays one of like not even the popular girl's friend.
Yeah, watching it now, it's
Evan
like those
Peters.
people are in it.
Evan Peters. It's that's a comfort movie.
Is it an
love
older movie?
Sleepover.
How old is it?
Sleepover.
It's a chick flick. It's with Alexa Vega. She was young. Like
Alexa Vega.
Alexa Vega.
My friend in Florida was cousins with her.
What?
Alexa Vega from Spy Kids. I
that's cool.
I was
Wait,
so
what?
starstruck.
You know Alexa Vega?
I don't know Alexa Vega.
Sorry,
I had a
I-
friend that was cousins with Alexa Vega.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
She goes to our church.
She does?
I've never seen her.
What does she even look like now?
The same.
Does
She
go-
looks just like what she did in Spy Kids.
Yes.
I think she kind of got a boob job, right?
Did she?
I don't know.
I went-
I googled
Kind
some
of
pics
got a
and
boob
looked
job.
like I don't know. She got some titties.
Y'all-
but she also had 3 children. Maybe
Y'all,
that's
Spy
it.
Kids 3D was ahead of its time.
Oh my god! I'm
Unbelievable.
still waiting for that shit. To
I
exist.
never liked them.
Spy
I
Kids
love
1 is
Spy
amazing.
Kids.
Spy Kids 2 not bad. Spy Kids 3D is not good, dude.
I liked all 3. I
Is that
forced my
the
mom
thumbs?
to
The
go
first one-
take me
The
to watch
thumbs
it.
The first one
Are
is
in the first
best.
one. It's a cool, cool world. With
It
It is. I'm down to actually watch it again very soon.
I love.
It
Spy
doesn't
Kids.
kind of hold up.
The Spy Kid? No, the first one.
The world's smallest camera.
Is that the thumb people?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Mr.
good.
Flugel, right?
Oh yeah, and he's still a big actor now. He's still in a lot of shit.
Alan Cummings.
Yeah.
Remember like the bigger girl in Sleepover?
Yeah.
And she like goes, no, nobody likes me. They think I'm fat. And she goes, would you rather date a guy who eats celery or a brownie? Or she goes, would you rather eat a piece of celery or a brownie?
yeah.
And she goes, I guess a brownie. She goes, well, then date guys who like eating brownies. What the hell?
Terrible
That's
advice.
just terrible advice.
Yeah.
Maybe cut that out. It's too niche.
I love that.
But imagine like if you were bigger and like one of your friends said that to you. It's just like a weird way of being.
If someone said that to me, I would be like, thank you for that advice. I truly was. That was cute. It was cute advice to me.
It reminds me of people saying not to watch Mean Girls because it's fat phobic.
Oh my God. Did you see that? Did you see that post?
And they're like, it's called Mean Girls.
Yeah,
Like,
if anybody
no shit.
complains
It's
about
mean
being
people.
offensive.
You want the movie Mean Girls to be a nice movie?
Yeah, that's no fun.
How does that fucking make sense?
That's funny.
I love it.
Who wrote that article out? Unbelievable. Mean Girls is fatphobic. No shit.
Promotes bullying. You don't say.
Mean girl. That's a mean fucking girl.
You're a mean girl.
You're a bitch.
mean girl, Tatey.
Kate. You're a mean girl, Kate. You're a bitch.
From Africa with all the little monkeys.
Oh my gosh. That's what a classic.
It's crazy. You if you watch that movie again, like watch.
It's one of the most cool.
I'm thinking about the edit. Watch that movie again. You'll see how many big fucking actors are in that movie. It's insane.